Assalamu alaikum. Unspoken Word Series. The Introduction. In this world we live in today, we are influenced by media and the feelings of others. Do we ever think to search for the facts? Do we just believe what we are told and spread it around without knowing if it's really true? I am sure many of us are guilty of this very same thing. You see, we live in a world that's so caught up on looks of a woman and the wealth of a man, we tend to forget and lose our true selves in the process. We stop thanking Allah for who we are and for what we have, and then we lose sight of our true purpose. You see, we get so caught up on what the world wants us to be or who the world thinks we should look like, we forget about our Creator, the one who made us. And remember, Allah makes no mistakes. He creates each and every one of us just the way He wants us, down to His perfection. But we grow up thinking we should live a certain way or believe in this. The real issues with our world, or better yet, the dunya, is that many of us have lost our way, and the ones that know are suffering in the process. No matter what's your religion, we all believe in the story of Adam and Hawa, Eve, which is the start of our creation and the beginning of our battle. Earth is referred to as the dunya in Islam. If I was someone not knowing what the dunya means, from the sounds of it, it's kind of scary. It sounds like another dimension of hell. And from the looks of what's happening around the world, I'd say not far off. Allah, the creator of all creations, always prepares his believers and warns the unbelievers before any disaster. It is the unbelievers, the one who worship more than one God, who doesn't believe in all of the prophets, who cause destruction for the ones around them, the ones who toil with all our heart but expect to have all things. Those are the ones who may be wealthy in the dunya with material things, but they have no idea what it has cost them in the Jannah. The lost souls leading the world, and we wonder why earth is in such a panic. The true believers already know that the power lies in Allah and Allah alone. Unspoken Word will break down the history of the world nobody speaks of, spiritual history. You see, the truth is always hidden until someone finds it. Better yet, until Allah wants it revealed. Now is the time for people to know the truth behind religion. Believe it or not, Islam was the first religion. Islam means submission, submission to Allah and Allah alone, meaning no other person or thing is comparable to Him. Yet we worship Mother Mary and we say, in the name of Jesus. Ask yourself, why am I worshiping a man or a woman? No matter if you read the Quran or the Holy Bible, both books say to worship Him alone. So why are we not following the very rules set forth by our Creator? Can we blame the corruption of mankind? Is it because we gained too much knowledge that we forgot where we came from? Better yet, we forgot why we were created. You see, Islam was created from the word as-salam, which means peace. So Allah created mankind with the intentions of us peacefully submitting to Him. But Shaitan, Satan, the devil, made him a challenge. He vowed to corrupt all mankind, starting with Hawa and Adam, and it seems he did just that. It seems more people would rather sell their souls than to save them. Unspoken Word's purpose is not to bash other religious beliefs, but to tell why Islam is the true religion. More and more people today are reverting to Islam. Have you ever stopped to wonder why? You see, when you seek knowledge, you will find that Islam is at the forefront of that knowledge. Many people don't believe the Quran and Torah was first. Why? Because of when it was published? Think about this. Why would a book written by Allah need to be rewritten so many times if it carried the truth? The Quran has never been edited or rewritten, and those are true facts. Another true fact is that the Holy Bible has been written over 100 times since it was first published in 1611. Can you say that for the Quran? Unspoken Word series will break down contradictions in the Holy Bible so humankind can see what man has written and what Allah has written. We all know the history of why and how African Americans became to worship Christianity and how slave masters used the Holy Bible to control the African people. I bet many African Americans today are unaware that Christianity was their first religion. How can we come from the African continent so close to the Asian and European continent where many Muslims and mosques are held and Islam not be the first religion of African people? How can Adam and Hawa come from the African continent and the Holy Bible paints them as pure Caucasian? How can the Holy Bible describe Jesus as having hair like wool, yet all his pictures show he is as white as snow with straight hair? We all know what wool feels like. Is it straight? The last time I checked, it was not. So I asked the people of America, how many times are we going to continue to believe, spread, and practice daily before we start to investigate? I can't speak for all races, but for the African American race, many grew up believing in the Holy Bible and didn't dare to question their elders. They were forced to attend church every Sunday and maybe a few times a week because Big Mama was not having that. So African race had no choice but to follow the religion of their ancestors without questioning because that was all they knew. Today's society seems to have so much more independence when it comes to who and what they worship. So much more freedom to choose the right religion. Unspoken Word will change the lives of many, many Americans all around the world, but only if you're seeking knowledge. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him, said, "There is no envy except in two: a person who God has given wealth and he spends it in the right way, and a person whom Allah has given wisdom, religious knowledge, and he gives his decisions accordingly and teaches it to others." The Prophet also said, "Seeking knowledge is an obligation upon every Muslim." I ask that every Muslim and non Muslim embark on this journey of learning, the journey of seeking knowledge of our history, and define our true purpose in life. Unspoken Word will embark on this purpose, and so much more.